Have you ever wondered what happens in your backyard when you're not around? The quiet, peaceful mornings where birds are chirping away? What are they really up to? From sneaky snack secrets to surprising friendships, there's so much more happening than meets the eye. In this video, we're diving into the hidden world of the birds that visit your backyard. And trust me, you'll be amazed by what you'll discover. So sit back, grab a cup of coffee, and let's explore the secret lives of these feathered neighbors. You'll never look at your backyard the same way again. 1. The early morning hustle. Picture this. The first light of dawn is breaking, and your backyard is already alive with the sound of birds. They're not just waking up to greet the day, they're already hard at work. Robins are busy hopping around, searching for their first meal, while sparrows are flitting about, claiming territory with their songs. The air is filled with an almost electric energy as the birds start their daily hustle. They've got important things to do: find food, secure their space, and make sure they're ready for whatever the day brings. Have you ever noticed that early morning chorus? That symphony of bird songs isn't just noise, it's a full-on strategy session for survival, and it starts well before the sun is up. So, next time you wake up early, take a moment to listen. There's a whole secret world unfolding in your own backyard. 2. The hidden language of birds. We often think of bird songs as simple melodies, but what if I told you that each chirp, whistle, or caw could mean something important? Birds have a language all their own, and it's more complex than we might realize. For instance, a robin's song could be a signal to attract a mate, while a sparrow's chirp might be a warning to others about an approaching predator. Some birds even use their songs to tell other species that they've found food. Imagine being able to communicate in such subtle ways. Birds can do that. And it's not just their calls. Body language plays a huge role too. Birds will puff out their feathers, bob their heads, and spread their wings to convey messages. So, the next time you hear a bird singing, don't just think of it as background noise. It's likely telling a story, and if you're lucky enough to listen closely, you might just hear what it's saying. 3. The secret architects of the bird world. When we think of construction, we usually picture humans building elaborate structures. But birds? They're architects in their own right, designing nests that are not only functional but also incredibly creative. Birds like the weaver finch build intricate nests that can sometimes look like tiny works of art. These nests are carefully woven with twigs, grasses, and even human-made materials like string or plastic. The process is surprisingly fast, with some birds finishing their homes in just a few days. But it's not just about speed, it's about strategy. Birds choose locations that are safe from predators, that are close to food sources, and that provide shelter for their young. Their nests are like little safe havens, carefully crafted to keep their families safe and secure. If you watch closely, you might even catch a bird mid-construction, and you'll be amazed at the precision and dedication that goes into creating these tiny homes. 4. Stealthy snack seekers. Birds might seem like they're always flitting about casually, but don't be fooled. They're stealthy when it comes to finding food. Many birds, especially those like hummingbirds, are lightning fast when it comes to feeding. They'll dart in, grab a quick bite, and then vanish before you even know what happened. Other birds, like crows and magpies, are notorious for hiding their food. They'll grab a snack, then fly off to stash it in a secret spot for later. Some even bury food underground or hide it in tree crevices to keep it safe. It's like they have their own little treasure chest scattered around your backyard. Have you ever noticed how a bird might fly off right after eating, only to return to the same spot later? That's their secret stash. The next time you see a bird eating, pay attention. It might be keeping a little snack hidden for later. 5. Unexpected friendships. Birds might seem like solitary creatures, but if you watch closely, you'll notice something surprising. They can form some unlikely friendships. Many species of birds, like chickadees or blue tits, live in tight-knit groups, helping each other find food and keep safe from predators. But what's even more interesting is that some birds will form bonds with species outside their own kind. For example, you might spot a robin hanging out with a few sparrows, or a crow and a raven flying together in the same flock. These unexpected alliances aren't just about food. Sometimes they're about survival. Birds have learned that working together, even with birds from other species, can help them stay safe and thrive. So, next time you see birds hanging out together, remember that those friendships might not be as random as they seem. There's a lot of unspoken cooperation happening right before your eyes. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your support means the world to me and helps me keep bringing more content like this. Thank you for being part of this journey. 6. The hidden diet of backyard birds. We all know birds love seeds, but did you know they eat so much more than that? In fact, many backyard birds have a surprisingly diverse diet. Robins, for example, love worms and berries, while woodpeckers enjoy insects. Some birds, like crows and magpies, are even known to eat small animals, while others will feast on fruits, nuts, and seeds. And don't forget the hummingbirds. These tiny creatures sip nectar from flowers, but they'll also grab insects and spiders for protein. What's really fascinating is how adaptable birds are when it comes to food. They're not picky eaters. They know how to make the most of what's available. If you keep an eye on your backyard birds, you might start to notice all sorts of different foods they're munching on. You might even find that your garden is attracting more wildlife than you ever realized. 7. The hidden magic of feathers. Feathers are so much more than just something pretty to look at. They're a bird's most important tool for survival. Every bird spends a great deal of time preening and grooming its feathers, making sure they're in perfect condition. Feathers provide insulation, allowing birds to stay warm in cold weather, and they help birds stay light and agile for flight. Some birds, like pigeons, take dust baths to clean their feathers, while others, like sparrows, might bathe in a bird bath. But feathers aren't just about cleanliness. They're also crucial for communication. Birds will puff out their feathers when they're feeling territorial or to impress a mate. So, next time you spot a bird in your backyard, think about all the work it's putting into keeping those feathers in top shape. They're not just for looks, they're an essential part of a bird's survival. 8. The silent night watchers. While most of the birds in your backyard are taking it easy at night, some of them are just getting started. Owls, for example, are some of the most fascinating nocturnal creatures. Unlike most birds who rest at night, owls are hunting, flying silently through the darkness in search of food. What's really incredible is that their feathers are specially designed to make no sound as they fly, allowing them to sneak up on their prey undetected. And it's not just their feathers. Owls have exceptional hearing, able to pinpoint the smallest sounds in the dark. They've mastered the art of silent hunting, and while we're all tucked in bed, they're out there, keeping the balance of nature in check. Next time you hear an owl's call, think about the stealth and skill that's behind it. 9. The mystery of migration. Every year, millions of birds migrate to different parts of the world, and it's nothing short of a miracle. Birds like swallows, warblers, and hummingbirds travel thousands of miles, crossing mountains, oceans, and vast landscapes. What's even more incredible is that they do this without maps or GPS. Birds use the stars, the sun, and even the Earth's magnetic field to guide their journeys. The routes they take are often passed down through generations, and some birds will travel the exact same path their ancestors took centuries ago. It's a mystery how they know where to go, but there's no denying that their migration is one of nature's most awe-inspiring events. So, if you spot a bird in your backyard, take a moment to think about where it might be headed in the future. It's part of an ancient journey that's been happening for millions of years. 10. The secret lives of bird behavior. Birds are constantly doing something, and if you pay close attention, you'll realize just how much thought goes into their every move. From the way they hop around looking for food to how they interact with one another, there's a reason for everything. Some birds, like crows, are known to use tools, like sticks, to help them reach food. Others will fluff up their feathers to keep warm, or flap their wings to communicate with others. The way birds behave is incredibly strategic, and if you watch them long enough, you'll start to see patterns. It's as if they have a hidden agenda, always planning their next move. Next time you're outside and see a bird, take a moment to observe its behavior closely. It might surprise you how much they're actually thinking. So, the next time you step outside and hear the birds singing, remember, you're not just hearing noise, You're hearing the stories of a secret world that's been unfolding right under your nose. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep an eye on your backyard. You never know what you might discover next.